Hello everyone, my name is Amina. Thank you very much for watching my video. This is just a follow-up video. I hope you're fine and I hope you're going through the whole immigration process successfully. Well, I wish you all the best. I know how it's hard to be away from, your family, from your husband or partner and all. But hey, you're already doing great. Don't worry. You have the last hurdle. So don't worry, all is well. Well, so today I want to dwell more on the interview session. Okay. So in my previous video, I talked about how to start the whole process, you have to make sure all your documents are right. You don't want to be going back and forth with the institution and everything, USCIS, bring this document is not right, and all that. You don't want to do that. So from the onset, make sure all your documents are right. Okay. But yeah, so I did that video. If you've not watched it, well, you can watch it. It was about a year ago. I'm sorry it's taking me a full year to to actually get back to you on this. So yes, so on that note, let's just dive in. Okay, so the interview process is the final stage for them to detect whether your whole documentation or your will to join your family is legit. Okay, so this is where they get to meet you one-on-one. They meet you in person. So it's the final stretch. And like I said, do not panic. If you've gone through the whole process, you're doing great already. So before you go for the interview session, they would send you an email and then or a mail, and then they will tell you all that you need to get ready before the actual date. Okay, so they will send you a form like this. I printed mine out, and it says what to bring to your immigrant visa interview. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this with you and tell you some of the things that will be needed. A copy of your appointment letter, and then unexpired passports valid for 6 months beyond your intended date of entry to the United States, and a photocopy of the biographic page. So you make sure that your passport does not expire 3 months before, right after the interview or anything, because sometimes it may take you a while before you travel out. So yeah, so that's why they put that there. And then they said you should bring in 2 color passport size photographs. They have some places, if you're from Ghana, I think there's one around Osu where you can take those pictures. So that's close to the embassy anyway. So you can take those pictures, make sure you have them. If you have more, keep more. I mean, your before and after pictures, so yeah. And then confirmation page from the DS-260, all the things that they will send to you, just make sure you have all of those. And then your original birth certificate. Now it says English translation. I mean, the requirement may be different if you are in another country or however it is, but this is the one from Ghana. So don't send the pink certificate. It's old and it's gone. They don't take that. They want the green one, the light green one. I had mine, but yeah, so the light green one, make sure you have that one. And then finally, they will ask you to bring along medical examination results in a sealed envelope. Don't open that envelope. It's sealed and the information in there is for them. Okay. So it says here some of the things that you should bring. Well, you basically have these sheets to know all the things that you should bring, and they have the requirement for whatever category that you're filing for. Okay. So in all, if you have everything and you're ready, these are some of the recommendations I will make. Okay. So I saw a few mistakes when I wouldn't say mistakes. I was privileged not to have fallen into those categories of mistakes though, but I did see people commit them whilst I was sitting there waiting for my turn, to be called. So before the actual date, these are some of the things that I recommend. Okay, so make sure you organize all your documents, have clippers, and they will ask you for financial details and all those things. Just make sure you arrange all of them. Where whatever document you're looking for, can be found. Okay, so have stickers on them that okay, these are financial documents, these are personal documents, these are, you know, so just be very organized. Do this, do it over and over. Make sure, time yourself. If somebody asks you, I want this sheet, you know, how fast can you get it to the person, you know, because it's very frustrating if you have to be flipping through stuff, looking for things. It's like you're really not organized. So yeah, and then plan to be on time. Actually, it's not even on time. Plan to be there before time. And if you're from Ghana, you know that, hey, you never know what the traffic system will be like. You know, you don't know what might set in and all that. So make sure you're there on time. I was given around, I think it was around 11. I was scheduled for 11 or so, but I still got there before 7. And hey, I still got there and I still got called inside. So just be there before time. You know, when you get there before time, there's no rush. And then also meet all pre-requirements, all the documents that they've asked you to do, or the things that you should do, pre-requirements like the x-rays, the medical report and everything. Make sure you have done all of that and you have all those documents. Add them to the documents that you already organized. And yeah, and then get all your requested, or well, make sure you are generous in all your documents. So what do I mean by generous? They will ask you for proof. Okay, so when they ask you for proof, if you have pictures and all those things, don't just say that because it's an interview session, you're taking only 2 or 3, you know, those kind of things. No, take more, as many as you can take. Be generous in whatever you be requested for. If you have more, take more. It will be a bit weighty because you'll be standing outside in a queue before you get called inside and all those things, but it is worth it. Also, they don't allow you to take in your bag. So even if you have all the documents in the bag, they'll ask you to take everything out. So don't take your bag there because they won't allow you to take it inside. And so make sure everything you're carrying is also carryable. It's not excessively heavy, but you know, so but be generous with your documents. Have more, okay? And then rehearse sample questions. I did that. I was rehearsing. I would go on the internet. I would check on YouTube. And then, you know, when the people, or, you know, for some of the YouTube videos, it will tell you, you know, it'll be asking you the questions. And as they were asking the questions and all those things, I was answering them. And so I became very conversant. I wasn't having breaks and all that in it. So practice sample questions before the D-Day. Now on the D-Day, what do you do? On the D-Day, like I said before, arrive before time. Not on time, because anything can happen. Don't be like me. Well, yeah, so arrive before time. Okay. And then also whilst you are waiting, when you know it's not your turn, if you see there's a long queue and it's not up to your turn, if you need to visit the bathroom, do so immediately. Don't wait till like you are next in line to be called to visit the bathroom, because when they call you and you're not around, they'll skip to the next person, and you never know if you've missed your chance of being interviewed, or they'll be giving you a second chance. Just don't take that chance, okay? Just make sure you're ready for everything, and as you're there, be calm. Everything will be fine, okay? All right, so again, look presentable. Now, there's a funny thing here that I've heard before. It said, it's only God who sees the heart. They said, oh, it's not about my look, it's about what's in my heart. No. It's only God who sees the heart, sees both the physical and the, you know, the unseen. Man looks at the outward. Man looks on the outward. So please, be presentable, you know. Don't overly dress and don't underdress. Just be yourself, but look good, be neat, you know, iron your clothes, you know, and put on a mild perfume, not too strong, you know, like a mild one, or not at all, but make sure you're smelling good and you have, you know, a nice first impression, a very good first impression. Okay, so again, conduct yourself well whilst you are there, during the waiting, and even when you're called and all that. Make sure you are conducting yourself well, you know, because you never know how they study. It's like an interview session for a job, you know, for all those things. Take it as serious as you would take any other thing in your life seriously, because the people there are also doing a serious job. Okay, so take it seriously and conduct yourself well. And then also master confidence. Okay, master confidence, exercise good interpersonal relations, put on a smile and be polite. That is during the interview session. If you've met the person one-on-one and all those things, that's not where you're going to show the person that, hey, after all, it's not my fault that I'm even here. I should have even been there before, long ago and all those things. Don't go and show attitude. I mean, be polite, be nice, have a very nice rapport. The people there are human beings just like you, okay? They are not there scrutinizing, that hard just to get you out. No, they are also making sure that they are doing their work right. So, I mean, just as you want them to make you feel good, make them feel good too. Okay. So, keep very good eye contact. Now, why do I say this? Because most of us, we come from a culture where it's not so common nowadays, but we come from a culture where staring too much into the eyes of people means like, kind of disrespectful act or something. But hey, times have changed. Keep a very good eye contact. It tells of honesty, it tells if you're, it helps to boost your sincerity level, honest level, so keep a very good eye contact. Don't do staring. No, I mean, interact, and as you're talking to the person, let it match with your eyes and everything. So don't say one thing and be looking elsewhere. Make sure they are matching. Yeah. So you can actually tell, through signs, you're able to tell if somebody's telling a lie or something, by using the eyes. So make sure that you have a very good outlook. Anyway, so, and then also be truthful and honest. It still goes to support the previous point that I made. So be truthful and honest about what you're talking about. And also, it is fine if you don't remember something. I'm sure all the questions that they will ask you are very necessary, but you may never know. You may be tricked or something. If there's something you don't know, be honest about it and just go along with it. But make sure that the ones that you really know them well, okay? So that you can make a very good point. And then also, if you're answering the questions, please pay attention to this. If you're answering the questions, be straightforward. Don't answer more than you are required to. Don't go and bring in all other things that you've not even been asked about. Just that as if you just want to prove more. Don't do that. When they ask you, what is your name? Go ahead. My name is Amina. And where do you come from? I come from Ghana. That kind of thing. Just straight, one. Because sometimes you go and say something and it triggers another question that you are not ready for, you're not prepared for. So make sure you answer your questions direct. Whatever you ask, stick to that answer. Don't go and give more than necessary. And also, make sure your story is logical, believable, and matches your proof. So they would ask you if you are joining your husband or something. I, for instance, was asked, how did I meet my husband and everything? And I had to talk about how we met and, and everything I had there was proof of what I was saying concerning our love story and how, how true my husband is to me, that kind of thing. So just make sure your story matches with your documents. So if they want proof for something you have said, like you're already organized, you're able to pull it out and show it to them. Okay, so it should match with your pictures as well and everything. And don't limit your proof to just pictures. Add conversations, WhatsApp conversations, or whatever means of conversation or means of contact that you have. Add whatever you can add to make your story and make your story legit. So that is all I have. I wish I could say I'm open to questions, but right now I can't answer your questions directly. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and I'll answer you appropriately. Thank you very much, and I wish you All the best.